everyone, and welcome to Nashua's ETV broadcast of the NHIAA State Championship Girls Hockey game. I'm Tom King, soon to be joined by John Collins. And today, two evenly matched teams going for the third ever NHIAA girls title. This is the third year of state-sanctioned play. And Bishop Guertin of Nashua against Hanover. And these two teams, again, two evenly matched teams, they tied 4-4, not once this year, but twice. And it's going to be a very, very tough game for both teams in terms of trying to get shots on goal, because both teams are very stingy defensively, and they all also have a lot of depth, especially Hanover coming in with about 4 players with 20 or more points over the course of the season. And if you're a Bishop Guertin fan, you know where your offense is surrounded by. It's Megan. It goes through Megan Turner, number 6. She is the main engine to this Guertin machine, and the two teams are taking the ice. We are here at the Verizon Wireless Arena, a nice venue for a state championship game. They've been doing it now for several years, and this being the third annual girls game, they start the girls game at 10 a.m. and they proceed with the Division III boys final after that, Division II after that, and Division I after that. So it's a day of hockey here at the Verizon, but we are here to show you today's girls game. This is the first NHIAA championship game ever for Bishop Guertin. They did play in a pseudo-championship game a few years ago. They beat Concord, and the girls teams at the sport had their own little tournament, but it wasn't state-sanctioned. Hanover, however, won the first NHIAA title 2 years ago. Here are the Cardinals. Megan Turner down left wing, looking to flip the backhand. She holds onto the puck. Skates around the top of the circle. Shot from the point is blocked. Knocked down in front of the net, or in front of the face-off circle, taken by Hanover, and here to call the rest of the action is John Collins. John, you're in for a treat this morning, rather.
Well, it's a not a bad day outside. It's a lot warmer inside the Verizon than we're usually used to.
Huh? You're not used to seeing me in civilian clothes, are you?
Didn't recognize you, not all bundled up. But here we are in the beautiful Verizon Arena ice. Middle of the ice, ringside.
John, we were talking two evenly matched teams, 2 4-4 ties during the course of the season. But if you want to know what happens on the ice for Bishop Guertin, you look at number 6, Megan Turner. She will be involved in a lot of the scoring this morning if the Cardinals can get their game on track. Hanover, meanwhile, 4 or 5 players with 20 or more points. They've got a little bit more depth than the Cardinals do.
Round the boards behind the BG net. Concord, serious threat here, turned away by BG, and they got a break out of it. A little bit further away than we're used to, Tom, at this vantage point, but we'll take it.
John, we're comfortable. We're comfortable, John.
Yes.
And we are going to have the benefit of the board, and they do show replay once in a while. And I'm sure we'll have replay, the folks at home will have replay on ETV in the post-production.
BG with it in their own end. That's defenseman Michaela Petrillo. Can't get it out, though, and Concord maintains the pressure in the BG zone. Away with it. In the Hanover, excuse me. Away with it comes Megan Turner. Brings it into the Concord end just briefly, however, before it's knocked back to the neutral zone and knocked up ahead by Taylor Hadley.
Turner and Hadley have a great combination. They've really formed when they were finally mixed at the top line midway through the season, they formed a real good feeling for each other. You'll see if they can get combined on some scoring today.
Brianna Barber out there, number 4 for BG, along with line mates Taylor Hadley and Megan Turner also at forward for BG. A lot of neutral zone play here, some more of it. Nice poke check by Megan Turner. She almost got a break out of it. Very defensive-minded game here, early 15-minute periods in high school hockey. That went all the way into the goalie. Good stop there by Christiana Carlini. And finally all the way down to the Hanover goaltender, Stephanie Smarsik, knocks it away. Excuse me, that's Emily Eichhoff.
Yeah, Emily Eichhoff is one of 2 goaltenders Hanover has. They've rotated him throughout the season, but Eichhoff has been the hot hand lately, and she also has more experience. And so she gets the nod today.
BG with a bit of a threat here, a 2-on-3 if you want to call that a threat, and Concord rather easily breaks it up. Actually, Hanover breaks it up.
It's tough, isn't it? Because they've got the same colored jerseys, that dark red, that dark crimson.
Yeah, they're definitely the Harvard colors. To center ice now, right back in. It's going to be a delayed offside, waved off. Kayla Lambert knocked it back in for BG. And now it's a Hanover threat. Cross ice pass to nobody in particular, comes off the boards.
Yeah, a pair of gloves, or one set of gloves on the ice right now. Finally retrieved by the officials and brought over to the Hanover bench.
No icing call. Good aggressive forecheck by Megan Turner. She collects the puck, pitchforks it down into the corner.
I think BG's had the play early, John, in the way that they've had the time in their own zone. They just haven't been able to do much with it once they're down there.
Danielle Lang and Megan Turner trying to take that puck away from Tessa Hill, and Tessa Hill goes tumbling down the hill. Check there that some of the Hanover fans wanted a penalty called on.
Yeah, they wanted it called on Jessica Lambert of Guertin, but they won't get it.
Danielle Lang tries to backhand it out. She can't. Now with it is Brianna Barbaro. She's broken up. Coming out of the corner with it was number 18, Laura Sanderson. Shot across the goal mouth to nobody, however, and puck fought for along the boards and out by BG.
You know, John, with the lack of big-time checking in the girls' game, there's also a lack of penalty calls. There's not as much contact.
Circling wide is Leah Eichhoff. She goes all the way around the net. To the left point, it's going to be a wrister wide right by Hannah Lyons. Long rebound is fielded at the right boards by Kate McLaughlin. She throws it behind the net. So lefty shift coming out of there with it is Lauren DuPont. Broken up at center ice, however, and back into the BG zone.
Basically, if you commit a penalty, you're going to do it like Lambert almost did with your stick.
Not many stoppages so far here early. The play continues. There's a block shot by Danielle Lang at the left point for BG on defense. And let's see, coming out of it is Morgan Enos, and she gets it out of the zone. Intended pass for Lauren DuPont. Now into the Hanover end. Good forecheck there put on by Emily Doran. She goes down in after it in pursuit of the defenseman Katie McLaughlin for Hanover. McLaughlin's able to throw it around the boards, almost out. Kept in by Lauren DuPont.
We are almost 6 minutes into this hockey game. Guertin without a shot on goal.
This could be one here. No, it doesn't find its way through off the stick of Michaela Petrillo. That's a blast from the left point by Kayla Lambert. It goes wide. Down in the right corner now, Lauren DuPont trying to find a teammate. She's got a teammate. It's a flutter ball that goes wide right. Shooting it off the side of the net is Emily Doran. On the shot from the point by Michaela Petrillo. Still keeping it in. The captain for BG. Deflected shot right on goal by Kayla Lambert off the stick of Lauren DuPont in close. Here's another in close shot. It's deflected wide. A shot by Emily Doran that went off the right defenseman for Hanover.
Boy, Doran was trying to. Doran had time to settle that puck and find a spot, and she had targeted a spot up high.
What a
but it got deflected.
Terrific shift here, Tom, being put on by this BG line. Megan Turner tries a wraparound stuff, but right there was Emily Eichhoff to say no. Shot from the point again, Eichhoff with the save. The rebound's loose, and Eichhoff hangs on with Emily Doran on her doorstep.
4 shots, 4 saves. The Cardinals, and that's without Turner on the ice, putting a great jump on.
That's a terrific shift right there. You wonder how much it took out of the BG front line.
Well, it won't take much out because they just changed lines and they got Turner on the ice with Lambert.
Launching one there on net was Danielle Lang. I think a BG teammate actually deflected it wide of the goal, but still more pressure for BG. Taylor Hadley, number 3 up ahead. Can't reach that one was Brianna Barbaro, number 4. But shooting it right back in is Danielle Lang.
The thing for both teams is try to prevent the odd man rush and also the traffic flow down low in front of the net. A lot of goals in girls hockey are scored in the slot. Uh-oh.
That's not going to be a call because the Hanover player kind of
had the puck,
caused herself to fall.
Right, exactly.
And so a good non-call by the officials.
And good action, good job by Guertin. Here's Turner on the left wing. Watch her. Now she goes down, and she's going to get the benefit of the call because
she
was
tripped.
she's an offensive player. And
that's it, yeah.
the referees know who it is, and they're gonna protect some of these players.
I thought that was a legitimate call.
That was
a
legitimate call.
We saw a Hanover player hit the ice seconds earlier, but
now,
I really think she was leaping over the defenseman and caused herself to go down, whereas that was definitely a stick trip.
Now, one thing about the power play, in high school hockey, but in girls hockey especially, when you're shorthanded, that gives you a chance for some fast breaks, even when you're shorthanded. So watch out for Hanover on that shorthanded chance.
Wrister, very good look there by Eichhoff, and she had no problem on the wrister from the left point by Lauren DuPont. It's a save, frozen puck. 7:12 to go, first period. John calls with Tom King.
Boy, no shots in the first 6 minutes, 6 shots in the next 2.
As the Nashua ETV production crew hits the road, we're here in Manchester at the Verizon Wireless Arena. Shot saved, nicely done by Eichhoff. She steered it wide.
She really had to watch Kayla Lambert.
Morgan Enos had that try down deep. No score here early. Power play for BG. Hanover gets it out of the zone. Skating out with it is Katie McLaughlin. Down deep, McLaughlin puts the pressure on, but BG on the power play. It's going to prevail here, although it takes them a while to get it out of the zone. Finally poking it up, but just barely, was Lauren DuPont, and Hanover shoots it right back in. All kinds of difficulty for BG getting out of the zone right here, with 57 seconds to go in on the power play. But now here's a chance. Coming up is Lauren DuPont. She'll shoot it from the point. It's deflected just over the goaltender to the backboards. To the left, Taylor Hadley tried to keep it in the zone, but Hanover successful in getting it out. 40 seconds to go.
This is the player you want bringing the puck out is Turner. Look at the way she stick handles.
Turner all by herself, though, trying to go 1-on-3, gets broken up. And the captain for Hanover, number 18, Laura Sanderson, fires it down the right boards all the way around. So only 25 seconds left to go in the player advantage for BG.
The time that Guertin had problems getting the puck out of their own zone, out of their own end on the power play, that was when Turner was off the ice.
Taylor Hadley plays it ahead. Nifty shift by Emily Doran. She's trying to get in front. She does. She sets up her teammate, Brianna Barbaro. Couldn't get a good shot away, though. Here's a blast from the point that's blocked in traffic in front off the stick of Kayla Lambert, and Hanover once again ices it.
That'll do it for the penalty. Boy, I'll tell you, Taylor Hadley right there to try to get that rebound off the block shot. She had a great chance at it, but was handcuffed by a Hanover defenseman. So not able to get that shot off. That was probably one of their better chances, because if Hadley had gotten that puck, she might have been able to slide one to the far side and get it in.
Just before that tripping penalty, BG had a fantastic shift, Tom, relentless pressure. They didn't get as many shots there on player advantage.
No, they didn't. I know it.
So it was interesting to me. Maybe that was because Hanover put out some of their top-line players to kill that off, and there could be a lull here. Let's see if BG can take advantage. With 5 minutes just over left to go in the first period of play, no score in this state championship game. Emily Eichhoff, easy save, steers it to the left, but right there to pounce on it was Lauren DuPont. Although not able to keep it in at the right point, Kayla Lambert's going to regroup and throw it back in. There's Lambert back to her stick, however, and she's going to be forechecked by Tessa Hill, number 2 for Hanover, bringing up the rear. Right around the boards, though, goes Lambert, and a nifty pass, almost blindly taken by Morgan Enos. She throws it into the Hanover zone, and some more BG pressure formulating here. There's a puck that goes across the middle, non-call there by the officials as players tussled in front of the goal. It's out. Nice touch pass attempted by Maddie Dewhurst. Now Dewhurst, number 5, is in the zone, and she has to clear. Here comes Tessa Hill. She's going to launch a wrister that goes off the shin pads of Kayla Lambert wide of the goal. And BG again successful in getting it out and starting a rush here. Comes Megan Turner.
You want Turner touching the puck as much as possible if you're Guertin.
You expect no score through the first period so far, Tom?
Well, two teams that are so evenly matched on a surface that's probably almost pretty conventional size. Little, state championship jitters for both teams. Although Hanover's 5 players on Hanover have been here before. They won it. They were on the team that won it 2 years ago. So I'd expect, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't have been surprised to see it scoreless after a period. It may not be. We've got 3:35 left to play.
Wow, Kayla Lambert with a nice move, but Stealing it back there is Courtney Mayers on the forecheck by Hanover, successful in putting it down behind the BG net for a moment. Puck takes a funny bounce off the boards. It's kept in by Leah Eichhoff, number 19. BG struggling a bit here in the near boards to get it out, and they do. Good blindside pass. Ticks off the stick of Taylor Hadley, so there'd be no icing, but collecting it first is Hannah Lyons for Hanover, number 7. Fans on the pass, and keeping it in the zone is Taylor Hadley. She throws it toward the point, but it's intercepted by Hanover. Kept in again by BG. No, says the official.
Offside. I don't agree with that. I thought that puck was right on the line.
And I agree with you, Tom, and we have the
we are right on the line.
We're on the blue line.
Great setup here at the Verizon.
Yeah, it's terrific.
Yep.
2:55 to go in the first period. We've got no score in the state championship game. In Division I, girls varsity hockey, Bishop Guertin, of course, in green and gold and white. And Hanover with the hybrid crimson colors, white and maroon. And here comes a break by Tessa Hill, number 2. She's checked to the ice by Michaela Petrillo in solid defensive play there. 2.5 minutes to go in the period, no score. BG trying to generate a break here. They can. In fact, Tessa Hill nearly got loose for a shot in front of the goal. Circling and shifting and nicely done. Morgan Enos breaking out of the zone. She has Emily Doran to her left. She puts the brakes on, collides with Doran, and she launches a wrister over the goaltender off the glass. Sitting on the puck is Lauren DuPont. Officials let the players play. 2 minutes to go in the first period. Stolen away by Emily Doran. She circles. Actually, that's Megan Turner, correction. Shot from the right point, finds its way to the goaltender. Eichhoff makes the save. Dangerous rebound there for Hanover, but
Eichhoff knocked it away.
Maddie Dewhurst now skating, trying to go by herself 1-on-3.
Oh.
It's poked away. She's knocked to the ice, and believe it or not, that is clean, solid defensive work, and the officials do not, and rightly so, do not call a penalty on that play. That's what happens when you go 1-on-3.
I'll tell you what, though, the way Guertin is carrying the play, a couple of things. Well, here we now get a treat. Hadley
putting the brakes on
game.
Taylor, going to go wide, and the scoring chance kind of evaporated there.
Yeah, Hadley was just trying to do too much by herself.
This is on defense. Erin O'Brien, number 9.
Carlini has not been tested in the Guertin net. She's going to, the first time Hanover provides a flurry, that'll, you know, I'm afraid that she's kind of a little dormant right now. You know, she's going to need some work.
Danielle Lang with the rush from the back line all the way in, takes the goaltender out for the moment. Danielle Lang all the way from the left point, but now it's unguarded.
Should have shot it before she, before she did. Well, I'll tell you, watch. Carlini goes down, and that shot was up.
Yeah.
So if I'm Hanover, I take note of that, and I try to fire it up because she's going to flop.
That shot on net. Carlini makes the save. That was kind of tough to see. That pass nearly found its way through a lot of tangle and made it to Courtney Myers, number 4, Mayers, but it would have been a. Let's see. We have a hit. We have a penalty, and it's going to be against Hanover. It looks like the referee is escorting.
That was as
Madison
physical
Hill.
a play as I've seen. We'll take a look at it.
The replay
on the board that we can see. You'll probably be able to see some things at home later on, but
here it comes. They're going to let it carry a little bit. The faceoff's
and
about
there it
to happen.
is. It's going to be a charging call.
Wow. Deflected shot from the left point off of the skate, it sounded like, or skate boot of Morgan Enos. Goes wide of the goal, however. It's 20 seconds left to go in the period. It's a player advantage for the BG girls right now, but they're up against the clock.
That was a slashing call. I don't know where they got slashing out of that.
It was a lower extremity slash, according to the replay. It knocked down the BG player. 2 seconds left to go. Putting the brakes on, not able to get the shot off, however, is Morgan Enos, and that will be the end of the first period.
Joining us in between the first and second period, you'll have the chance to talk to Tony Johnson, the Guertin Athletic Director.
Oh, excellent.
Yep. Talk to him. You can talk to him about the disappointing loss in the boys boys hockey game and the fall season. I mean, the winter season in general. Boys hockey team losing 10 seconds to play in regulation against Concord. And a tough semifinal loss. Otherwise, we'd be here for possibly back-to-back games today.
That is the definition of a tough loss, isn't it? 10 seconds to go. Well, It's been a year of exciting hockey. You want to talk about the Olympics and all the games we've covered. They've come down the wire. You saw some amazing things this year. The 3 goals against PG in one game comes to mind.
Oh,
in the end, the waning seconds.
In the waning, just some amazing stuff. But I just think that the thing that carries the play this year in hockey hasn't been the goaltending, which it often is. I think this year the way it's worked, it's become basically who's got the better defenseman, you know. And if you've got defensemen that are willing to sacrifice the body and make plays, then you're going to be in good shape in the game of hockey, in high school hockey. And right now, that's the way it was. I mean, against Concord in the boys' game, Concord was able to get down low the way Guertin has today. What's impressed me about Guertin here and the Guertin girls in this first period is they have been able to get penetration down low in front of Eichhoff, and I think that's a big factor, and that could go a long way to determining the outcome of this hockey game.
It looks like it's going to be a low-scoring affair, but you never know. We're 0-0 at the end of 1. John Collins with Tom King. We're here at the Nashua ETV crew on the road at the Verizon Wireless Arena. We're scoreless after 1. Our guest Tony Johnson coming up. Stay tuned for more exciting state championship action from Manchester after this break.
Failed the game.
You need to focus. How can you be so stupid? Come on, let's skip school. You're never going to amount to anything. You failed again? How can you be so stupid? How can you be so stupid? Come on, let's skip school. You're never going to amount to anything.
I can do this.
Welcome back, everybody. Between periods at the Verizon Arena, John Collins with Tom King and Tony Johnson, who is, I guess you could call this one of your homes away from home, Tony. You hear a lot.
Well, we're here a lot. You know, it's great to have a lot of fans here, and actually the proximity of the stadium bodes well for us versus Hanover. But, you know, it's been a great game. I'm proud of these girls. They've come a long way. You know, we started this program a few years back, and it was a club level. The state made that commitment to go varsity, and you know, our kids, they were pretty good last year, and you could see it coming. And they really didn't have a lot of kids that they were losing, and they just got better and better and better. And you know, a couple breaks in the first period, we should be up 2-0. But you know, it's been a great game.
The blueprint, Tony, for girls hockey is almost as similar. It's becoming almost the same as the boys. Get players in with experience, kids who have played the sport before. And you take a look at your program. I mean, in my coverage area with the Telegraph, there's only 2 schools that play it.
Right.
You and Sauhegan. The difference is night and day because you've been able to get players that have come in there with experience.
Right.
Sauhegan has not had that. They're just trying to grab as many athletes as they can, put skates on them and play. It doesn't work out very well anymore because the competition, the level, the bar has been raised.
You know, and it's a good and bad news scenario because the girls program is very, very similar to the boys program. You know, in the programs itself, nationally, internationally. I mean, if you really want to play hockey, I mean, you've got to play year-round. I mean, you've got to play in some club levels. You got to play in the spring. You got to play in the fall. And we have some kids. I mean, you know, Morganinos, Turner, Hadley, Lambert. They all play in the fall leagues too. So we're getting a lot of experience there. Danielle Lange, you know, she plays almost all year round too. So it's one of those things again where you're trying to develop the athlete. Turner is kind of a unique kid where she came into Guertin. We knew she was a pretty good hockey player. She's a great cross-country runner too, and she's got a great track kid. I mean, she ran the indoor track meet a few weeks ago, and she ran the 4x8, and she's one of the best distance runners we have. So she's a unique athlete.
So unique that I think, as there have been in other cases around the state, she probably would have made the boys team. As good as the boys team is, Turner would have been the first girl to make that team. Yeah. You know, because that's how this whole program started. You know, and Angelina Barubi didn't make the team back in 2002. Right. And she said, okay, I'm going to start my own. Right. You know, and there you go. And that's where we are today.
And to the credit of Angela and a lot of other people, Mark Carrasco initially was the first coach.
Came in and was the first coach. His daughter's on the team, put the time in. And then you landed Maya Yates, who played the game in college, spent a year as an assistant under Carrasco, and then you handed her the reins.
Right.
She's in the school, I believe. She teaches
Yes.
in the school. But what a difference that has to make for you.
I mean, she's a phenomenal coach. She knows the game. She's played, at the collegiate level. She was on the U.S. junior team, Olympic team. It was a great find for us, and she does a great job in the other sports. She helps out Coach Sullivan in soccer, and right now she's going to be the head softball coach coming up in a couple weeks, so she's not going to get a lot of downtime.
Tony, it must be a requirement for BG hockey games that you have 2 Zambonis at all times, because I noticed Skate 3 does that, and here we are at the Verizon, we have 2 Zambonis making very quick work of the new ice with 5 minutes to go left in the intermission. But Tom mentioned the boys hockey team, and I wanted to ask you about that tough loss.
That was tough. I mean, credit Bish, he lost a lot of kids from last year. And again, we go through the same thing that any other school goes through. You have seniors that will graduate, and then you also have kids that are going to go on to play juniors, or they're going to play at a higher level at prep. So he lost a ton of kids, and he brought back a team. A lot of those kids had played JV last year, and they did a phenomenal job this season. It just was a tough game. I mean, Concord, during the regular season, they battled back and forth. They won one game in the last, I think, 3 minutes, and they tied the last game. So you knew it was going to be a tough game. But, losing a game with 10 seconds to go, that hurt.
Well, here's all you need to know about BG Concord hockey. The last 3 regular season games have gone to overtime, and this one in the playoffs went down to 10 seconds left.
Right.
That's all you need to know. I mean, you flip the coin when those 2 teams play. 2 great programs, 2 coaches who have been, longtime friends.
Right.
And which is usually the case in hockey. There's a great camaraderie among the coaches around the state in hockey. But I wanted to ask you back to the girls for a second. It's too bad the economy is taking the turn it has, because that's probably what is preventing some of these other cities and towns from instituting girls hockey, because it is very costly.
It's probably the most costly sport in any athletic program because of the ice time and everything else. But yeah, you're right. I mean,
because you're going to be stuck at 9, I think, for a while.
I mean, we need the bigger schools, and obviously with the bigger schools, you get, the cities, and they can't afford it. And when you look at who is playing girls ice hockey, and the majority of the teams are teams that have pretty successful boys programs. We're very, very fortunate that we can offer girls ice hockey, but it's going to be a tough road, because you're expecting the Manchester schools to come in, you're expecting the Nashville schools to come in, maybe Salem, maybe Pinkerton, Londonderry, some of these other
but probably not going to happen in the near future.
No, it's a major financial commitment, and some of the schools, even on the boys' side, it's almost fully funded by the kids themselves.
Well, look at the struggle that Nashville had, almost losing it in the budget this year, and they'll still have to partially fund it.
I know in Illinois, though, one of my cousin lives in Illinois, and even on the boys' side, it's not a state sport. It's a club sport, and it's funded exclusively by the kids. That's how Illinois handles it. So the school committees handle that. So it's a very, very expensive sport. We're hoping that in the next 3 or 4 years, we're going to get at least 1 or 2 teams. And again, you have to start at the club level. You have to see what interest level you have. But it's coming. With the Olympics every single year, you get that interest. And we thought it would pop, not this past Olympics, but with the Tara Mounsey and the Katie King, that era.
That 10 years ago really kind of juiced that up for girls hockey. But it's amazing what a state line, to draw a line on land, what it can do, because in Massachusetts, girls hockey is thriving. It's been around for a long time.
Maine, I think there's 19 or 16 teams in Maine.
Incredible.
So it's coming, but we started a little bit late. But you see the result. It's a great brand of hockey. The kids have done a great job. I thought the first period, because there's really no check-in, it's a fluid game, and I kind of like that game, like the Olympic game, a little bit better than the pros and a little bit of the boys.
Tony, this game here this afternoon, this puts a period on the winter sports season.
Yes.
Does it? Any recap of that?
Well, there'll be more too. There'll be basketball too. Basketball.
We had today for Guertin. It's got to be a pretty good day for Guertin, because right now obviously you got the hockey game, and then we have Spirit at 1:30 at SNU, and typically we're one of the better teams in Spirit. We've got to get over the hump, because Pinkerton and Salem, Merrimack, they always have strong teams, and then we play tonight in the quarterfinals of the basketball. And with Merrimack and Trinity being eliminated,
I think with the draw that you have in basketball, there's an excellent chance that boys basketball team could be in the Class L finals next Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
And, there's a tremendous amount of parity in Class L this year, too. I mean, Winnicott came in at #1, but they were 15-3, and there were 5 teams at 14-4.
I was not impressed with Winnicott when I saw them play at Guertin. I just really wasn't. They didn't seem to have anybody stand out. But on Lundholm's floor, they're a shooting team, and they'll probably get a lot of outside shots if they're on.
Right.
It would be a tough matchup for anybody, but I just love that Guertin team because you've got what I loved in basketball, big men
Right.
who can run the floor.
And in a bigger court, I mean, Lundholm is a bigger court, and we can run, and we've got a lot of athletes, and, Mig developed that program 3 years ago.
Spring sports are coming up too, and we look forward to more of Tony Johnson in between talking about sports that are going on at Nationals ETV. We're thrilled to have you and to be here covering this game.
Well, I appreciate everything you guys do. It's tremendous, not only for Bishop Guertin, I think, but for the city of Nashua too. But thank you.
Thank you. That's Tony Johnson, the athletic director of Bishop Guertin High School. Welcome back, everybody, to the second period here at the Verizon Wireless Arena in Manchester, New Hampshire. John Collins and Tom King. It is the state championship game. Girls varsity hockey. Bishop Guertin, of course, in green and gold, and Hanover wearing the Harvard Crimson colors. We have an early whistle.
Well, watch out. Taylor Hadley. Guertin not starting this period on the power play. 1:16 left on the power play. Taylor Hadley slides down. That ice just got surfaced. It may be a little soft right now. And that's why Hadley slipped. Sometimes officials will delay the start of a period to let the ice settle, but they haven't done that here. They probably figured that this place is well maintained enough that it won't be a problem, but I think it might be a little bit of a problem early on.
It looks a really nice service. There's a chance early in the period. BG nearly puts it in on a power play try. Back to the point. That's Danielle Lang, who throws a wrister off the skates of Laura Sanderson, who was limping after getting hit with that puck. Stopping it in front of her own goal and shooting it away is Hillary Gorland on defense.
Boy, do you get the feeling
Hanover.
Do you get the feeling these two teams could be playing for a while?
Yeah. There's not a goal scored yet, and there's no signs of one, really. Not any dangerous chances.
Guertin's put on pressure, but they haven't put on, like, how did that not go in type pressure.
Exactly. Danielle Lang with a rush. Number 11 for BG goes down deep, but she's broken up and nearly skating it out of the zone, but not Hanover. Giving it up. Kayla Lambert is broken up at the point by Maddie Dewhurst, who's going 1-on-2 here in a shorthanded situation for Hanover. Launches a dangerous shot on net. Carlini had to struggle to save that one.
One of the things with girls hockey that you notice, the shots don't come in at top speed sometimes. They're knuckleballs a lot, and that's tough for a goaltender to handle. I think they'd rather see it at top speed.
Exactly.
More than a soft airborne knuckler.
A symmetrical puck is easier to stop. Morgan Enos doing a lot of work around the right boards, trying to make her way toward the net. And broken up momentarily at the right point was Riley O'Brien, number 14 on defense. Now she's got to scramble back because it's a 2-on-2 situation here. As we're at even strength again, Hanover has killed off that 2-minute penalty for slashing that happened just at the end of the first period. Not too many whistles in this game. Fast-moving 15-minute periods, and they go by quickly. Even the intermissions go by quickly with those two Zambonis.
Yeah, we could have talked to Tony Johnson for another half hour probably.
About all the stuff that he has to talk about, but they have a lot of action that they get in one day here at the Verizon, and everything runs like clockwork. Be exciting to see BG's basketball team go deeper into the playoffs, as Tom and Tony suggested may happen. They can win tonight. They go to the Class L final next week.
The semifinals are, I believe, next are Wednesday from when we are taping this, which is Saturday of March 13th.
No score in the first period here. No score for the first 2.5 minutes, but trying to change that right now. Down deep. Stone, though, at the left post was number 6, Megan Turner, the top offensive player for BG, trying to get one by Eichhoff.
Turner's tried to do a lot, but if you notice what neither team has allowed in this game, odd man rushes. They haven't had any, and that's really been where BG makes its bread and butter.
Hanover with a chance here as Leah Eichhoff broke up the BG defenseman down deep and got it back to the point for a shot by Katie McLaughlin that went wide right. BG regrouping now, and coming out of her own end is Riley O'Brien. Puck slips off her stick, however, and Laura Sanderson's going to make a break out of it down the right side. She's knocked to the ice again. The Hanover fans want a penalty, none called. BG.
It's the best offensive zone pressure that Hanover has had, I think, in this hockey game.
BG with their top line out there right now.
I think they're tired.
They look tired, Tom. That's a good point. Even though it's early in the second period, Megan Turner trying to rush it down, shoots one, a knuckleball off of the glove of Eichhoff, but it's a long shot, so there's no danger of a rebound being scooped up by the BG forecheckers. Down in the right boards, we see Morgan Enos broken up, and it's a 3-on-2 break.
Here's the
penetration by
rush.
Hanover. Shot score. Beautifully done by Madison Hill. She got loose down the left slot, penetrated the defense, and picked the far right corner about knee high. A beautiful Russian shot by Madison Hill.
There's the odd man rush we hadn't seen, and that's what they got. And Madison Hill right inside on Carlini, and she had a whole net to really shoot at. Carlini takes up some room. I think what Carlini might have been able to do is maybe come out and try to cut the angle down, but the problem is it was really a 2-on-0 at that point, so she couldn't take the chance. She had to stick with Hill.
She had to worry about that pass.
The rush is really, she came right down the side. She had 5 on the right side. That's Maddie Dewhurst. So Carlini had to watch Dewhurst as well as Madison Hill, but
Hanover making the most of that chance right there, creating the opportunity and converting. 1-0. The Marauders on the board first. There's the hardest check of the game right there into the board.
And they're going to get the call, I believe. Let's see.
Yes.
Yes, they are. Now Guertin will have to go shorthanded.
To the box goes Morgan Enos on the hit on Tessa Hill, number 2, whose midsection ended up wrapped around the boards. It looked like legitimately took the wind out of her, but it's the first penalty of the game against Bishop Guertin, and they will be shorthanded for the next 2 minutes.
A couple of contact penalties. I'm surprised. You usually don't see too many contact penalties in girls hockey. It's usually stick work that gets you in trouble.
Megan Turner and Katie McLaughlin in an Olympic foot race, and Turner's going to win it. She gets the puck off the boards. It's a shorthanded try here by Taylor Hadley, and Megan Turner up front on the penalty kill for BG. Turning this into a 2-on-2 for the moment. Megan Turner comes out, nifty shift. She's in front. She just couldn't get a shot off.
No, that's when you're shorthanded and you've got 3 Hanover players around you, but Turner's still with the puck. Ooh.
She got it back. She's knocked to the ice.
She's got to get up in a hurry, otherwise it's going to be a 5-on-3.
And that's the goal scorer right there, Madison Hill, who got broken up at the point by BG. Now there's 1:10 left to go in the penalty. Around the boards and out. Nobody was over at the right point. Now it's 7-on-7 over there. Lauren Dupont against Hannah Lyons. Lyons throws it to the neutral zone. Tessa Hill recovered from that hit into the boards. Throws it into the BG zone, and it goes right out and off the boards. A long rebound to Emily Doran for BG. Down with it in the right corner.
How frustrating is it for Guertin? They've carried the play. They've outshot Hanover 13-5, and yet they look up at the board and they see a 1-0 score up there.
Absolutely. And they have to kill off the remaining 40 seconds of this penalty. They're doing a nice job right now.
You wonder who's on the power play here.
Exactly.
It looks like Guertin is almost the way they've been tenacious.
Emily Doran's back there with it, causing havoc. And it's out on the stick of Lauren Dupont. Shot saved by Eichhoff. Dupont, a terrific shorthanded chance.
Eichhoff with a great save, because I thought that Dupont had basically surprised her with that shot.
Rebound off the boards off of the Sanderson shot for Hanover. Onto the stick of Emily Doran, and she's able to get it out. There's no icing because there's 8 seconds left to go in the penalty. First back to get it, Hanover, up the left boards, or left as you look at it offensively. And it's around behind the net. Even strength now as BG 5-on-5. Trying to keep it in the zone, and does is Turner, but at the price of giving up possession. Around the boards it goes. Hanover's got it, and out. Tessa Hill with it. Loses it in her skate. She crosses the red line and throws it down into the BG zone. Steered to the corner by Christiana Carlini, and goal for BG, number 30. Megan Turner back there with her teammate, Riley O'Brien. Can't get it out. At the right point is Katie McLaughlin with a shot off the right side of the net. The Hanover contingent is right underneath us, the fans that is, and we can hear every
we are across the ice from the Guertin contingent.
And there's a cross-ice pass that's just barely corralled at the left point and thrown back in by Lauren Ho. Around the boards it goes.
Wow, watch out. Hanover is getting some penetration. Madison Hill right down in front of Carlini.
And with it and out, Bishop Guertin.
A battle between Hill and Riley O'Brien in front of the net.
Katie McLaughlin shoots it up the boards for Hanover. McLaughlin gets it back now, and this time she's successful in banking it out. It's a rush for Hanover, and that penalty is going to be called against Bishop Guertin.
That was legit. Hill again is causing all sorts of problems for Guertin.
And they
delayed call, and now they'll get the whistle right here, and Guertin will have to kill off another penalty. Already down 1-0, 6:53 to play here, second period at the Verizon Wireless Arena. You're watching the NHIAA State Championship Girls Hockey game between Bishop Guertin and Hanover. 1-0 in favor of Hanover right now.
Well, for all that BG has dominated the game before the second period at least, this is really frustrating.
Like a little bit of a nice dive there by Madison Hill.
Well, I've seen a few of those tonight,
yeah,
Tom.
I think
they haven't all been called, but that one definitely was. And it's a conscious effort by Hanover to go on the power play, of course, as much as they can. Every 2 minutes helps their cause, which is to somehow stay ahead of Bishop Guertin here. 1-0. Hanover has the lead right now as they try to get something going here on the player advantage. We've seen BG generate some shorthanded chances, however. Tessa Hill trying to get possession and get a shot off, but she's checked to the backboards by Danielle Lang.
She did a good job to get the puck in front, but Turner intercepted it.
And out of the zone by Megan Turner. Back to get it is Katie McLaughlin for Hanover. Swings it up to Hill. Look out.
The more Guertin is shorthanded, the more energy it takes, and the more tired they're going to get. That could take its toll later in the hockey game.
When you're trying to score, when you're trying to come from behind.
Exactly. You're coming from behind. You haven't put the puck in the net. It's frustrating.
Megan Turner finding that second win somehow.
If there is a puck in the net, she's going to have something to do with it.
And Megan's got it. She's trying to go it alone. Stick handling through. Shot saved just barely by Eichhoff. A brilliant try.
And trying to come in for the rebound.
Turner's got it again. Backhander is deflected.
Lambert was right there for the rebound, but was knocked away from her.
It's still in the Hanover zone. They're still on the power play, but you wouldn't know it. 40 seconds left to go in the player advantage for Hanover.
No, I think Guertin's shorthanded team is basically Hanover's power play.
Yeah, and now the BG defenders are gassed. It's a offside is going to be called. That's going to give some chance for BG to get a breather.
Get a little bit of a rest.
24 seconds left to go on the penalty kill for BG. That's Morgan Enos who's going to take the draw. She's out there with fellow forward Emily Doran. And on defense is Riley O'Brien and Jessica Lemos. Lemos goes, that's number 12, Michaela Petrillo. The 4 players on defense now for BG on the penalty kill. And they get it out of the zone. So that'll kill off the remaining 7 seconds on this power play. It's at the neutral zone. And good steal there. She moves up. Morgan Enos trying to make a break out of it, but she's broken up, and right back with it is Hanover.
Enos has played a great game.
Near boards.
Very active.
BG does get it out. A backhander by Emily Doran.
One thing that we haven't seen is Lambert. Lambert's ice time to me today seems to be a little limited. I don't know why, but also I don't know if she's hurt or not, but also she hasn't been able to unleash that cannon of a shot that she's got from the point. She's got a rocket.
Well, that was a pass from Lauren DuPont intended for Riley O'Brien that went over O'Brien's stick, and now BG with a few problems at their own blue line. Do get it out. Bank shot off the boards. Will this be icing? No. Plenty of time to go back and get it. Katie McLaughlin. She throws it immediately out of the zone. Banked off the boards by Madison Hill. Up ahead to Maddie Dewhurst, who's broken up by BG's defense momentarily. Shot just wide of the net to the left.
Watch out. Loose in front, but Guertin corrals it.
Megan Turner with a rest after that penalty kill. She's back out there with a nice shift. Megan Turner shot save off the blocker by Eichhoff.
Yeah, her ability to stick handle really, really is accentuated in a game like this. But the problem, John, is it's one and done for Guertin when they shoot. There are no rebound, no second chance opportunities. Hanover is doing a great job of making sure that doesn't happen.
With the puck now, Taylor Hadley trying to come away from the boards with a shot, can't.
Hadley should have shot that puck. She had a clear shot and she decided to pass it up.
Kayla Lambert's going to dump it in and going after it herself.
I think what's got to happen
offside for
Guertin is the mantra that we talked about in the boys' game that we did against Manchester Central. Maya Yates, during the week talked to me about it. We against Hanover, we need to shoot the puck. We need to keep the pressure on, shoot and shoot and shoot. And that's what Guertin's got to do. And they've also got to try to position themselves for some rebounds because they're getting some opportunities, but they're one-chance opportunities.
Official waved Laura Sanderson out of the face-off circle. It was hard to see what she did wrong.
That's great, isn't it, when they do that?
What did I do?
What did I do?
Keeping it in, BG shot from the right boards by Lauren DuPont gets deflected down into the right corner, and around the boards it goes off of Laura Sanderson for Hanover and out. At center ice collecting the puck, Kayla Lambert weighing her options. She finds Lauren DuPont on the right side. Stolen in the middle. This is Emily Doran, broken up. She goes after the loose puck to the right corner. Doran fighting for it along with her teammate Lauren DuPont. DuPont keeps it in, banks it off the back boards. It finds its way around to the left side. 2:22 only left to go in the second period. The only goal of the game has been scored in this period by Hanover. They lead 1-0 over BG, who've had a lot of shots but can't get it by Emily Eichhoff. Spending a lot of energy in the process, especially the BG front players. Throwing it back in is Danielle Lang. 2 minutes even now to go in the second period. And puck's fought for just out of our view at the right point. BG does keep it in just for a moment. This could be icing. No, it's going to be right through the crease. Forced to play it is Carlini. And around the boards and out. Stopped on the right side by Hannah Lyons. Throwing it into the BG zone, Leah Eichhoff with it.
Guertin's a tired team right now. They've really expended a lot of energy trying to kill off penalties and also try to get their chances.
Megan Turner with another brilliant try at a rush here. Broken up in front. Oh, not
just
able to get her balance and
Hadley.
Shoot it. Hadley was right there. And the puck's knocked down smartly by Kayla Lambert. She read that all the way and she pitchforks it back into the Hanover zone. A minute and change left to go in the period.
What do you notice when Turner has the puck?
I noticed that she's able to stick handle and make a lot of headway.
Yeah, but you also notice two or three white jerseys around her almost every time, don't you?
Yeah, but you know what? That was a good example of BG running to the net and anticipating the puck would get there.
Right.
When Turner had the puck, so maybe that'll pay off in the third period.
Will
that be a penalty?
On the ice.
No, I don't think players go down.
I don't think we're going to get a penalty. I think we're going to get an injury here. I think going down was Brianna Barbaro.
Number 4.
And she's hurt and she's screaming. Why isn't there a penalty on that?
I really thought there should have been.
I thought there should have been too, but down she goes and she's a little hurt.
You know, there was a poke check attempt, but it was a trip. And, you know, it was an accidental trip, but it was clearly.
She is very upset.
Are they going to show that one again?
I don't think they will. I don't think they will, but she is very, very upset.
I don't blame her.
That was her back or just a bruise.
That was a monkey wrench in the bicycle spokes right there.
Yeah.
44.1 seconds left to go in the second period. They go to decimal points here.
Guertin's side is very quiet. I think the Guertin fans need to get into it.
Well, they need a goal. You know, it's kind of like
the
Winter Classic at Fenway Park, which you were at, right?
Yep.
At Fenway.
Yeah, of course, most of the fans were still into it then, though.
I don't know which one was the Bruins that said it would have been such a shame to leave that stadium and not know what it would have sounded like.
Right, what it sounded like when they scored a goal. Right, exactly.
And that's the situation for BG right now, as Brianna Barbaro went down and she's getting helped off the ice. Oh no, actually that's helping the trainer off the
trainer
ice.
You ever try to walk on that stuff? Ever try to walk on that stuff?
Yeah, very, very slowly.
Yeah, very slowly.
Yeah. I had the opportunity to do
Remember, the older they are, the harder they fall.
Oh, yeah, that's me. So, I mean, I did the PA here a couple nights, fill in and walk along the boards, and I held tightly to the dasher. 40 seconds left to go, and Hanover's got a chance here. That's Madison Hill.
Oh, nice job by Carlini to see that through traffic in the air.
Another knuckleball.
And another knuckleball, and she gauged it well.
They'll force a face-off to Carlini's left with 35 seconds to go. As we look at the replay on the big board here, one of the advantages of being at the Verizon Arena. Of course, the next time I think I'll be here is for a graduation. We often cover those here also.
I might take in a Monarchs game or two down the road for work and pleasure.
Momentary whistle or breaking the action. Not sure exactly what that's about. Something about the line change. They weren't allowed to take it, I guess. So they're going to have to skate Laura Ho, HOH, back on the ice. Michaela Petrillo to Megan Turner. She's got 30 seconds to work with, but she's broken up. Knocked out into this neutral zone. BG with a chance. Here's Taylor Hadley.
Yeah, Hadley had to wait for the puck, and it's offside.
Yeah,
that's never developed. The best plays that develop for BG are with Turner skating it over the blue line.
Well, let's see if she can skate it over the blue line right here, Tom, with only 21 seconds to go. There's still chance for you can see Megan glance up at the clock.
Yep.
She knows she's got a chance. BG goes after it. But the
problem
first
is
player
she's one of their
puck.
best face-off people, and she's on the face-off, so.
Yeah. Oh, it's close. That's going to be a chance here with 3 seconds to go. Saved by Carlini.
And
she pays the price for it.
She does.
Actually, there was 10 seconds left to go when that happened, so 3-2. Megan Turner gets a shot off that's saved, and it's going to be 1.6 seconds to go. How about that for up and down action within 10 seconds? What a terrific chance. It looked like it was that Maddie Dewhurst with the puck in alone? Let's watch the replay. That's number 2, Tessa Hill, who went in alone.
Yeah, as the puck had gotten between the legs of Guertin's defense, and then Tessa Hill pounces on the loose puck.
And then there's the last 2 seconds of the second period
Hanover with opportunities, and Guertin not as good almost as many opportunities, but not quality opportunities.
Well, that must have been as frustrating a period to play for the BG girls as it was to watch. They just seem to be gassed by some of the penalty kills, and they need to come up with a championship round of energy in the third period.
Boy, they do. You're right. The energy is going to be what carries it for them. They're going to need that energy to put some pressure on Hanover and Eichhoff, because they haven't been able to. They've been putting pressure on, but again, they've only been limited chances. One shot, no rebounds. Eichhoff hasn't had to make 2 quick saves in a row, and that's been the difference in his hockey game right now. And they haven't had any breakaway either, the way to Hanover. Hanover's had 2 breakaways, and they've got one out of 2 for Hanover, and they lead 1-0 after 2 periods.
That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. We're here with Mike Janes, Pete Johnson, our executive producer at the Manchester Verizon Wireless Arena. The score after 2 periods of play in the state championship game, the Bishop Guertin girls hockey team against Hanover. It's Hanover 1, Bishop Guertin 0. The state title is on the line, and the third period coming up. Stay with us.
I'm District Chief John Southwell. Generators are useful when the power is out, but they can also be fatal if used improperly. At a minimum, you must take 2 steps to stay safe when using a generator. First, never install a generator inside a home or any enclosed space, even if windows are open. Generator exhaust contains carbon monoxide, a poison you cannot see or smell. Using a generator indoors can kill you within minutes. Secondly, never try to power your house wiring by plugging a portable generator into a household outlet. This can feed electricity back into the power lines, electrocuting a line worker or a neighbor on the same circuit. The safest way to connect a generator is to hire a licensed electrician. The improper use of a generator can be deadly to you and others. Please use the highest level of safety when operating a generator.
Welcome back, everybody, to the start of the third period in the state championship game. It's Bishop Guertin against Hanover, the girls varsity hockey Division I championship, and it comes down to this. The final 15 minutes, BG trails 1-0. 1 goal scored in this game. It was by Madison Hill of Hanover in the second period. On a 3-on-2 break, she penetrated the left slot and put a wrister to the left of Christiana Carlini. We're underway in the third period. John Collins with Tom King at the Verizon Arena, and BG looking for the equalizer. Going down early hard to the ice was Taylor Hadley.
Yeah, this is indeed BG's, this is their chance. I mean, they've got to really come out and play 15 minutes of going right at Hanover because that's the only way they're going to score the way Hanover's playing defense right now.
Brianna Barbaro, number 4, disappears from sight. Megan Turner emerges from the pile with the puck. She's tackled from behind, but broken up cleanly in the front, which was why there was no call. There's a delayed offside against BG. It's waved off. Now as Turner clears the zone. Fanning on the wraparound pass was Hanover, but they do get it out now. It's a bit of a foot race here. Getting to it first, though, is Kayla Lambert. She corrals it and skates it up the boards and out of the zone.
I think Guertin's going to need Lambert.
Megan Turner
to jump into the play as well.
Can't get it.
She's got a great shot.
Courtney Mayers, number 4, broken up on the far side by Kayla Lambert, who goes behind the net. Nifty move to get around the forechecker, and she still has it.
Yeah, they want Lambert involved in the play more, I think. It's one of the things they're looking for in this period.
With the puck, though, is Hanover's Maddie Dooher. She shoots it high. It's stopped, knocked down, and pounced upon by Christiana Carlini. Face-off to her right, it appears. 13:35. We're just underway. 15-minute periods in high school hockey. They've flown by to this point. 1-0 to score. Hanover in the lead in the state championship game.
Good job by the Cardinals, by Carlini, to pounce on that loose puck after she made the initial save.
Shot into the BG zone. Off the boards, plays it Brianna Barbaro, and it goes all the way down to the Hanover end for icing. I think Brianna thought that one of her teammates would get that puck and skate up ice, but actually that was number 14, not number 4. That was Riley O'Brien on the left defense for BG. On the draws, Morgan Enos for BG. Goes up to the point. Morgan Enos in front with Tessa Hill.
Yeah, with Hill in front with a tip opportunity, just wasn't able to get much on that puck.
Hill gets it back and she throws it across the goal mouth. First to get it, Madison Hill, the game's only goal scorer.
But they had Madison right there on right wing too. She could have gotten that pass and tipped one in.
This is a dangerous line for Hanover, Tom, and BG's fortunate to get it out of the zone here. Just barely with it now is Lauren DuPont. Throws it up ahead. Morgan.
There she is.
Megan trying to stick in through 3 players for Hanover. Can't do it.
1-on-3, and that's been the problem for Guertin all morning long, is they just haven't been able to get that combination of Turner and Hadley going. Turner is all by herself half the time.
Michaela Petrillo shoots it up the boards, but she can't get it out. Now she does. Hanover with it. Playing it off the boards was Hillary Gorlin.
Remember, these two teams played a 2-4-4 ties.
Loose puck in front. Backhander goes wide of the goal.
And they both rallied from 2-goal deficits in those games.
This puck's going to slide right on goal, and it's played to the right boards.
So you see how difficult it is when you get to this stage in the season.
Keeping it in, Danielle Lang.
To put the puck in the net.
Megan Turner and Erin Donovan on the forecheck for BG. Actually, excuse me, Kayla Lambert on the forecheck. To the point, shot, knuckleball is blocked in front.
If that had just gotten through, watch out.
Nice pass on the tape of the stick of Courtney Mayers, but she's broken up, fortunately, by BG's defense. Back checking just in time. Hanover making things difficult for BG to get that equalizer. Right back behind the Guertin goal. 11:10 to go in the hockey game, barring overtime. Loose puck in the BG zone. It's corralled back there by Michaela Petrillo. She shoots it up the boards to Emily Dorn. Dorn gets it out. Hanover puck. Nearly a break for Lauren DuPont, number 7 in the neutral zone, but it's in the BG end. Fighting for it is Dorn and DuPont. With it now is Michaela Petrillo. And it's around the boards, and it's going to be a bank shot. This could be another icing call.
And it will be. 10:33 remaining here in the hockey game. 1-0 in favor of Hanover. Boy, I think that score is going to stand.
There's the prediction right there by Tom King. It's
either that or an empty netter to make it 2, because Guertin just cannot penetrate Hanover's defense. They really shut down, Guertin's, scoring multiple scoring
right in front.
opportunities.
It's on the goal, and Carlini makes the save in traffic.
Carlini's played well. She really has.
Megan Turner trying to get pointed in the right direction over there in the far boards. Cross-ice pass makes its way through and just trickles across the Hanover line.
Guertin's going to have to take some chances. They're going to have their defensemen come down and join the play and try to give them a little bit more of an advantage in the offensive zone, because they are just outnumbered.
Maybe that little break right there is what BG needed, Tom. It was a long pass from this side of the red line that became an icing call.
Right.
A rare icing call.
But you look at Hanover comes
Hanover.
right. Yeah, but Hanover comes right back. And
yeah, it's the front line. It's the top line for BG. Winning the face-off was Megan Turner to her teammate Brianna Barbaro, but Barbaro loses the battle on the boards, and the puck is all the way down to the BG zone. Back to get it is Lambert.
They're going to have to gamble, I think, at some point in this game.
Lambert uses the net as a pick, and she breaks out of the zone with a burst of speed. She's still got it. Lambert, shot, save.
She has got a great shot. They need more from Kayla Lambert in this hockey game.
Megan Turner with it down deep, spinning around, trying to make a play. She's got Taylor Hadley in front of the goal. Backhander.
Oh, right
shot,
there.
Save. And
oh, my.
Tom, there is one of those how did it not go in kind of
exactly
chances
what
that
we're
you
talking
wanted.
about.
But
and her head down low.
What a setup.
Her head
by
down
Megan.
low is Morgan Eno. She had the equalizer. Let's see it. We get the advantage to take a look at it. You probably will at home in post-production, but we can see it right now on the board, and she was right in front, and the save.
I think she wanted to go up into the one of the four corners, and just wasn't able to do it right into the midsection, basically, of Eichhoff. Who held her ground. And
what an opportunity.
Terrific setup. A lot of work by Megan Turner on that.
That was the equalizer right there.
Michaela Petrillo brings it up, but BG's got to be encouraged. Maybe they can go back and get another chance like that.
You don't get too many chances like that, John.
Hanover's getting a chance here. They're making their own chance. It goes over the net. Tessa Hill with it. Backhander across the goal mouth. Fortunately for BG, Maddie Dewhurst wasn't closer to that puck.
That could have been one time by Dewhurst, and boom, in it would have gone.
Puck trickles in on Carlini, and she's going to freeze it up as Tessa Hill skates through like a shark in the water. 8.5 minutes to go in the third period. 1-0. Hanover leads it. BG with a golden opportunity to get the game-tying goal, but
ouch.
No.
Ouch. I just wonder, maybe looking back on it, if Enos took too long to get that shot off, giving Eichhoff time to react. I'd have to see it again a few times.
Loose puck, foot race, Megan Turner down there, but first to touch it and corral it. Hannah Lyons goes around the boards with it. Hanover out of the zone, off the skates of Leah Eichhoff. Neutral zone play here, and Hanover's got the puck. Now BG steals it away. At center ice, Lambert stick handling through traffic. And the puck is to the near boards. Erin Donovan goes down deep with it, skates around the goal. Keeping it in at the right point. Megan Turner in traffic, deflects it away. She was checked there by Leah Sanderson in front, number 18. Good defensive play for Hanover. Loose puck trickling its way toward the blue line and out. Hanover with it. It's a 1-on-2 here for Courtney Mayers. She gets a shot away, but goes weakly to the wide right area of the BG zone.
Looking at the seniors on both teams, these two teams could be here again next year.
And probably will be with the more experience.
Guertin's got, they only lose 4 players. I think only Hanover loses only a handful of seniors too.
You're wondering, Megan Turner's a sophomore, and she's shooting, and
offside.
She is offside, or one of her teammates.
I think as long as Turner's around, with Turner around, they are going to have another chance to get here, whether it's 1 or 2 times.
Yeah.
I think you've got to take advantage of a player like Turner. When you have them, you've got to build around it. The boys weren't able to do it when they had it Gurtados. He's a great player, and they weren't able to get him here. But I think the girls, with only 9 teams, competing in the state, the odds are in their favor.
Tessa Hill is away with it. A chance to break in alone. Tessa Hill in on Carlini. Shot score. Tessa Hill, the second goal of the game. A brilliant rush from the blue line in her own end. She went the distance, shifted left, shifted right, and slid it underneath. Cristiana Carlini for a dagger of a goal here with 6:51 to go in the third period. The replay shows it. The great burst of speed to get ahead of the field.
She did.
Left,
I know,
looked
like the Kentucky Derby at the finish line, didn't it?
Yeah.
She just was way out in front and just had that burst of speed.
And she knew exactly what she wanted to do when she got to the end of the line.
And Hanover, unless something really changes, it's an unassisted goal for Tessa Hill. Something really changes. Hanover on second title in 3 years.
The Hanover fans very energized by that 2-0 lead now here, in 6.5 minutes to go in the third period. BG had a great chance to score here early in the third period, maybe their best chance of the game, but now they've got to come up with two. Of course, the one, you got to get one before you can get two. Then they can maybe think about pulling that goaltender. But this game is not over. Megan Turner's out on the ice. She's determined to get one past Eichhoff.
That's just
and she's got the puck.
Now you get one.
Wraps around the goal right up
there.
front. And slid off the stick of Taylor Hadley.
Yeah, again, that combination today seems just a little bit off. Hadley not ready to pounce on the puck and put it one-timer in.
Kayla Lambert trying to make a rush.
Her body
here.
angled the wrong way, so she couldn't get it. That little body English that both players had in the semifinals is not there in this game.
Just have not clicked on offense yet. Up the boards, and this is going to be icing. It's automatic, guys. In the NHL, they still do that thing where you can touch it. The first person to touch it, you can wave off the ice.
Right.
But in high school and college, I think it's automatic.
No, it's automatic.
5:33, valuable seconds and minutes ticking off the clock here at the Verizon Arena for the BG girls season in the championship game against Hanover. Hanover's got that great boys and girls program, Tom. They play a lot of ice hockey up in.
Well, as Tony said, as Tony Johnson, the Guertin athletic director, said during the interview, the schools that are successful in girls hockey or the schools that have girls hockey are schools that have successful boys programs as well. Go down the line: Concord, Oyster River, Hanover. Lebanon.
Yeah. And you wrote that story this year, and you've written them before about families that play hockey, and you got brothers playing against sisters.
Right, the whole bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. But Megan Turner, she came up through the ranks again in Bedford and youth hockey, and she's played mostly boys on boys teams.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's what you have in girls hockey. And again, with only 9 teams, the chances for these programs who are coming in here with a lot of underclassmen on their team, the odds are in their favor that they'll be back here, at least once in the next 2 years.
A determined rush there by Lauren Dupont. Dupont's got it back. She was responsible for getting it into the zone. Now she keeps it in. Emily Dorns on the near board. She shoots it toward the net, skated away off the skate of a Hanover player and to the neutral zone before Danielle Lang, number 11, shoots it back in. 4:40 to go in the third period. Stopping at the blue line and throwing it out toward the Hanover end. Michaela Petrillo. With it is Lang. She's going to go behind the net and regroup. Being chased back there by Leah Eichhoff. Round the boards, near side. Comes all the way back to Lang. Again chased by Eichhoff. Puts the brakes on, goes the other way. It's 2-0, 2-0. Hanover's has got a big advantage here late in this championship game. BG trying to come up with the late game miracle, and they're going to need Megan Turner to do that.
Here she comes, flying down right wing.
Determined. There's a nice shift. There's another one. The puck glued to her stick, but just loses the handle at the last moment there. She was about to wing a wrister toward the goal.
Yeah, Turner 1-on-3 again. The Hanover defense was a little bit more spread out, but trying to anticipate where she might go, but at the same time,
Katie McLaughlin with it broken up.
Turner can't do it all by herself.
BG not able to get out of the zone. This is Courtney Mayers. Shot save, Carlini.
Shots are getting a little closer now. 19-14 in favor of Guertin. 3:29 to play in this hockey game. 2-0 Hanover.
Number 19 is Erin Donovan. She's stopped at the blue line of Hanover, and the puck goes back to mid-ice. Down the left boards now off the stick of Riley O'Brien. Line change for BG. 3 minutes left to go. There's a pass that goes right onto the stick of Erin Donovan. She tried to come out of the corner toward the goal, and she got checked off the puck. Pass shot ahead by Brianna Barbaro, and down to get it, or try to get it, was Morganinos. Now to the neutral zone, and here comes Lambert with another try at an individual rush. She gets a shot away. It's towed and pops in the air by Eichhoff.
That was, Eichhoff almost had to make a save on her save. You know?
Because she almost hooked that back
she almost
into play.
Hooked it back into the net.
Yeah. 2.5 minutes to go here in the game. BG with a chance, a shot, wide left. Big rebound comes all the way toward the blue line, and it's just out. Kayla Lambert trying to shoot it back in as BG's onside in the neutral zone. If they can get another rush going here, but no, it's Hanover that throws it into the BG end. Valuable seconds ticking off the clock. BG trails 2-0. We're in the third period of the state championship. And the official's going to let that little slash go. You saw it, Tom, from Laura Dupont. That's frustration written all over it. Megan Turner trying for the big intercept.
2-on-1.
And here comes a chance for Madison Hill. She's got one of the 2 goals.
Yeah, just the pass, just a little bit behind the wing.
Hanover still got the puck and another chance here. Wheeling around in the zone.
Well, you know what I like about how Hanover has played this period? They've played this period
like they're behind.
They've played this period with like their defense is like their best defense is their offense. They have kept the pressure on.
Right. And a penalty. Megan Turner draws it.
Yep.
So BG with valuable player advantage here with 1:20 left to go in the hockey game. The goaltender was out, Tom. I don't know whether that was by design or because of the delayed call.
Because of the delayed call.
She was awful far out, though.
You know, at the same point in time.
Yeah.
If I'm Guertin, I'm pulling Carlini now.
Right now?
I'm pulling her now.
Go for it.
I'm pulling her now.
You want that
get the
first goal as soon as you can.
Get the 2-man advantage, get that goal, and then put the puck in the net.
And Maya Yates might want to talk about that exact strategy right now. The timeout called, I believe, by Bishop Guertin. Yeah, TO. We can even see that on the Verizon scoreboard. You see that little TO next to the
TO on the board, yeah. A few amenities that we don't have in some of the other schools that we go, municipal rinks that we go
see. Head coach Maya Yates, assistants Scott Thibodeau and Steve Barbaro, managers Catherine Amato and Lydia Hayes. The captains or the tri-captains on the Bishop Guertin girls hockey team are Morganinos, Kayla Lambert, and Taylor Hadley. Christiana Carlini, of course, joins the powwow in the timeout. The question is, will she emerge and go back into the net, or will they, as Tom suggests, pull the goalie now and go with a 6-on-4 advantage in the offensive zone to try to come up with the first goal of the game for BG. Hanover's hockey team is coached by John Dodds.
There's Maya Yates right now, setting their best penalty unit out, and Carlini out of the net.
You called it, Tom. Megan Turner was out there, of course.
Turner, Lambert, DuPont.
Oh, I spoke to
Enos.
Yeah, it's Megan. Yeah, that's right. Megan's up front. So let's see if they can keep the puck in the zone first of all. Now it's Michaela Petrillo's on the near point.
And no goal to the BG net is empty.
Megan Turner shot wide. Didn't really get good wood on it. Turner's got it. Circling. 1:12 to go. Megan Turner shot over the net.
Backhand over.
She had the right idea about going upstairs, but it was just too much loft on the shot. Puck still in the zone. Turner, nifty move. Working to the left side across the goal mouth. Pass intended for Morganinos. Back to the point. There's a shot in traffic. Goes wide left. Pinching down is Lang. 50 seconds to go. 2-0. Hanover leads. Power play 6-on-4 with the pulled goalie for BG. 45 seconds left. Turner coming out of the corner. Broken up. Puck behind the goal. Turner trying to come away with it. Can't. broken up again by good defensive work. Katie McLaughlin, number 12 for Hanover. Puck out of the zone momentarily, at least 30 seconds to go. Stick handling, all her teammates are out of the zone, so Lambert throws it back in. And Hanover's going to ice it. They throw it down. They don't call no icing. How do you call no icing?
Short-handed situation.
Short-handed situation is right. I'm sorry, I saw the pulled goalie. I forgot. 6 on 4, but it's a short-handed situation, so they're free to ice it as much as they want.
Free to ice it, but it won't matter. This game is going to go down, and it's Hanover's title.
5 seconds for the Hanover Marauders are the girls' varsity hockey champions of New Hampshire's Division I. And the Marauders celebrate, deservedly so, around Emily Eichhoff in their defensive zone here at the Verizon Wireless Arena. It was a treat to call the game in Manchester on the road, Nashua's ETV, and the classy sportsmanship within the BG girls team. No heads hung low over there. They gave it every ounce of energy, Tom. It just wasn't designed to be.
Just was not to be in this hockey game right now. They were not able to get Turner basically loose, where she could do some damage distributing the puck and also scoring. I don't think she got too many shots off on goal with all the chances the BG had. But Hanover did a great job. Hanover got 2 breakaways, got 3 breakaways in the game. 2 out of 3. It's a pretty good percentage. And they scored 2 goals, and they win it 2-0.
As far as goals go, Tom, I got to say, even though they were scored by the opposition, they were pretty goals.
They were pretty goals. No
Madison
doubt about
Hill
it.
and
yep. Good
Hill.
Good breakaways, and Guertin again was able to get the penetration down low. Just wasn't able to get the goals in the final 2-0 game. I think these 2 teams will be back here at some point again to play in the next couple of years.
I think it's a solid prediction. I want to thank our talented camera crew and executive producer Pete Johnson and Mike Janes for bringing you the valuable pictures from the Verizon Arena. For Tom King, I'm John Collins. The final score, 2-0. Hanover takes the title.
Well, it was frustrating, but just getting there was a big thing for this team, so I'm going to let them, but even though I'd like to win, I'm happy with 2nd place. So.
You got to think that because of the fact that you've got so many underclassmen on this team, you're going to have a chance in the next couple of years to get back here again.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, just it's a young team, so we just got to keep growing, getting better every year. Well,
you're a junior, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so what do you think? I mean, you got one more shot at this.
Yeah.
Megan's got a couple. I imagine while you got players like you and Megan and a few of the others, Morgan and everybody else, you want to get back here again in the next couple of years.
We got to show the other teams that we are capable of coming back, and hopefully we can win next year. Hopefully, we come back with a win.
Yep. Okay. Thanks a lot, Phil. I mean, obviously you wanted to get more involved in this game. I think you must feel like they were doing a job that kept you out of this.
Yeah, they were just blocking me.
Thanks. You are?
Morgan.
With that one shot that had a chance to tie it.
Oh, I know. I was
I saw the frustration on your face.
It was hard because it was like right there and it just didn't happen. A lot of pucks didn't really bounce our way this game, and this just really wasn't meant to be. So hopefully next year.
When you had that chance, you must have thought point blank. Where were you looking for? Were you looking for far corner, upper corner?
More upper corner since she was sliding across, but I just couldn't put it up there, I guess. So.
How much was it you guys just getting used to the whole situation, not being here, or how much was it that, hey, Hanover did a good job?
I think we played really hard, and so did Hanover. They came out really strong, and they had a really good forecheck, and we just couldn't get pucks to bounce our way, and it's how that happened. So.
What about the future for this? I mean, this program really took a great turn coming back from last year's disappointment of not making it to the tournament. Now can you come back from the disappointment of losing in the finals with the players that you have, with all the talent you got here?
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people are disappointed because, like you said, we didn't even make playoffs last year.
Right.
So we're really, really excited for 2nd place. We're excited to be here. And I think if everybody comes back to play next year and everybody's back, I think we have a really good chance of winning. So.
We're in the hallway of the Verizon Arena with Maya Yates, the head coach of the Bishop Guertin Girls Hockey team. Post-championship interview, and I'm going to ask you the cliche question, about It just was a tough night, a tough morning, actually.
It was. I mean, we came out hard. Ultimately, we wanted to win. We started the game. I think both teams were going hard and you know, fighting back and forth. And I think we had some chances early in the game. We just couldn't find a way to put the puck in the net. Their goalie was playing great, and then they had a couple breaks, and they were able to put the puck in the net. And so, I mean, but we played hard throughout, and we never gave up. So.
No, you didn't, and that was a fun thing for our viewers to see and for us to see. And we need to thank you, first of all, for taking us all the way to the finals so that we could, you know, leave Nashua and cover the game. It's always great to be in a venue like this. I mean, is it different? Is the ice surface any different? I mean, I saw how quickly, you know, they got the ice resurfaced, and there was like some people slipping early. Does it change your game, the different atmosphere at all?
It might a little bit, but if it affects us, it's going to affect every other team. So I don't think it was to anyone's advantage. Right. But yeah, I think when you play in a venue like this, whenever it's warm in the venue, like UNH, the Whittemore Center, or any of those places, the ice seems to be a little slow or softer. So it's a little different, but there's no advantage for either team. So I think it's, yeah. I mean, if we were at Skate 3, I think it would have been a little bit quicker game, but because the rink's smaller and the ice seems to be faster. But
right.
Yeah.
How unusual was it for this team to be shut out?
Actually, yeah, I mean, we have some scoring powers in Megan Turner and in Enos and Taylor Hadley, so their goalie played well, and we needed to crash the net a little bit and look for those rebounds, and we kind of didn't do that, but we kept trying, kept fighting, and kept putting the puck to the net. So
you know what I admired at the way you guys handled the end of the game. I mean, from my experience, a lot of boys teams, it's like crushing. I mean, they just relive it every day. But I mean, it seems more like the girls teams are able to leave it on the ice a little bit. I don't know if that's a gender gap. But I think it's more healthy the way you guys handle it. I mean, you gave every ounce of energy that you had on the ice, and it's a game. In the end, it's a game, and sportsmanship reigns out there.
Definitely. Yeah. I think, like you said, they left it on the ice. I told them, you know, give it everything you have, leave it all on the ice. And we did that, and we didn't come out on top, but we finished second. So.
And they had so much fun, they can't wait to do it again next year, right?
Compared to last year, we didn't even make the playoffs. So to get here and make it to the championship game, it's awesome. And our girls should be very proud of themselves. And I think they are. And they deserved it. They worked hard all year, so. Yeah,
and they were a treat to watch. And a player like Megan Turner is not going to be denied a championship. That's my prediction.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. She's only a sophomore. Right?
Definitely. She's young. She's only going to keep getting better, especially with her work ethic. She works hard, and she's just going to keep getting stronger and stronger.
That's Maya Yates, the head coach of the Bishop Guertin girls hockey team. 2-0, Hanover takes the title, but Maya and her team will be back. Thanks for joining us on Nashville's ETV.
Thank you very much.